Good afternoon. Thank you for attending 5 tips to digitize your AR and AP payments. It will be handled by myself, Benjamin Weiss, as well as Spencer Horax on our AP side.
That's right.
A few things to go over today. APS payments is now Repay. So we're going to get into a little bit about who is Repay. Repay has provided integrated payment processing solutions to verticals that have specific transaction processing needs. Repay was founded in 2006 and is headquartered in the payments hub of Atlanta, Georgia. We are a publicly traded company. That happened back in July of 2019. We currently have a market cap of about 2 billion. We have multiple verticals, including customer finance, auto finance, accounts receivable management, and healthcare industries, as well as our accounts payable solution as well. Over the last year or so, we have expanded our integrated payments focus to bring both AP and AR integrated solutions together, which is obviously what we're going to be talking about on today's webinar. Mergers and acquisitions continue to be a large factor in Repay's growth strategy. We're an industry leader in compliance and have a member of over 30 state and national associations. We have 24/7 live support. We're also recognized as a great place to work 2017 to 2021. A little bit more about Repay. We're an omni-channel integrated payments solution for all businesses. We're PCI and DSS compliant. We have credit card and ACH payments available, a click-to-pay payment portal, which we'll get into a little bit more, and obviously a streamlined AR and AP solution. The agenda today. We're going to talk about the B2B industry challenges, how B2B buyers are changing, the persona of it, payment processing challenges. We're also going to touch on B2B industry stats. How big will B2B get? B2B order transformation, B2B bridge the gap. We're also going to go over tips to ensure that your B2B payments are ready for 2021 and beyond, as well as next steps. So one of the biggest things that we've seen over the recent aspects of this is that the mentality of the check is in the mail just doesn't cut it anymore. Cash flow is a real problem for businesses today. So the faster those funds can move from a buyer's account to a supplier's account, obviously the faster goods and services flow, and they enable more efficient supply chains to emerge, cash management activities to improve, which obviously are all great aspects that can help redeploy the ability for the firm to capture new go-to-market opportunities and revenue streams. What do B2B buyers expect? A B2B or B2C experience. This is something I've experienced myself, and I think that more people are experiencing this. It's not just because of COVID or anything along those lines. Obviously, that doesn't hurt the fact that a lot of companies have moved online, which then leads to many organizations, the buyer persona for the B2B organizations are expecting the same experience that they get from a B2C transaction. So about 82% of all B2B buyers want the same experience that they're making for business purchases as they would make for their own personal purchases, whether that be through Amazon, Target, Walmart.com, all of the main players in that space. 75% of B2B buyers say that they have a connected process. It is important to winning business. B2B buyers, what do they crave? Well, here from a May 2020 Foster report, you can see that your buyers now expect fundamentally different relationships with your company. Customers now control more of their buying journeys, and they know it. Your job is no longer to convince them to buy, but it's to help them to buy. I think many organizations are experiencing this in today's world, that buyers today, whether it is B2C or B2B, have all the information at their fingertips in real time. So no longer can a salesperson sit there and push them over the line with aggressive tactics and things along those lines. They want a consultative approach moving forward. What do merchants look for in a payments provider? Well, price really isn't everything. Again, according to the McKinsey report, small to mid-market businesses are looking for ease of use, ease of setup, and a better technology stack. The big piece to there from the technology piece is faster technology, easier to use, and ultimately integrates with the systems that they use, which is a huge thing, and we're going to touch more on that with our integrated payment solution. B2B payment processing challenges. So the first thing here is not all companies provide that level 3 processing for US-based B2B transactions, which will provide an interchange savings. We'll talk more about the level 3 here throughout this presentation. I think this is a big one. Customer support is not live or available 24/7. All too often, something happens with your solution, or now through omni-channel, international business, cross-border, the list goes on, where if something does break and it's affecting your ability to process transactions in a B2B world, having the ability to call somebody and deal with that issue 24/7, just because their business may not be operating at that time doesn't mean that your business isn't. Centralized reporting, having it all in one place. Touched on it a minute ago, the ability to process internationally. And then duplicate entry is time consuming, it's error prone. If payment processing solutions are not integrated with your ERP or e-commerce platform, there's a lot of double work that team members have to do, sales reps can complain about. So having those aspects available, and again, we'll touch on that here with how our solution can solve those problems. The B2B buyer is changing. Touched on it earlier. Everybody is looking for that B2C experience in a B2B world. So the first tip here, provide B2B buyers with a seamless digital payment to maximize their cash flow. So the old way, over the phone, in person, email. I get a chuckle with the fax because I don't know anybody that uses a fax machine anymore. Check payments systems are not integrated. The new way is omni-channel ordering, self-serve, digital payments, and the system being integrated. B2B buyers want a seamless digital payments. B2C trends are driving digitalization of B2B payments. Business buyers are themselves consumers, and they want the same exact quality of payment experience as they see in their customer lives. We've touched on that many times already through this presentation. Payments are core to profitability and customer experience, particularly those with a subscription-based company. That's happening more and more. You think about Netflix, you think about your box, the subscription box that you get. All of those things are happening more and more. And getting payments right is a key to maintaining customers and reducing churn. Tip 2, maximize your technology stack to work for you, not the other way around. Choose an omni-channel payment platform that allows you to process payments within your ERP platform, your e-commerce platform, POS system, and mobile systems with one redundant gateway. Here's an example of a few omni-channel aspects that we cover in Acumatica. And if you do have Magento, BigCommerce, Neeva, WooCommerce, PrestaShop, Salesforce, obviously you're going to need omni-channel capabilities. So that omni-channel B2C and B2B integrated payments for every business to flow back into your source of truth, your ERP system, where your general ledger sits, seamlessly integrating with multiple leading ERP, e-commerce, POS, and mobile applications is what we strive for here at Repay. Integrated payments offer a tremendous benefit. They reduce processing times, streamline operations, increase data security, We all know how in today's world, data and security go hand in hand, and how many businesses have those aspects being ripped apart on a weekly or monthly basis. Improved visibility and reporting, better cash flow and customer experience, and then saving on B2B transactions with level 3 data. So what's the big problem with multiple gateways? Well, more than one gateway equals additional transaction costs and decentralized accounting. So having multiple ways that your systems are collecting funds or transferring funds or things along those lines do affect additional cost for your organization, which again is helping when having it all through one is helping to streamline that cash flow scenario. Refunds, voids, and future payments are a hassle. If you've got multiple gateways that are passing through multiple aspects, obviously you've got more order entry, more refunds, more voids, all of the things that are going to be time consuming for your organization. Utilizing one payment gateway across multiple platforms gives you the ability to access the same credit card token ID. And then integration points, e-commerce, ERP, billing platforms, POS, customer portal, and field service. All of those having one gateway is the wave of the future. Tip number 3, choose an integrated payment processor to maximize your level 3 B2B payment savings. I said it earlier that I would touch on what level 3 is. Well, level 3 processing was introduced in 2012 with the intention of driving down B2B transactional costs. 80% of the companies out there still don't process level 3 data. Merchants can reduce interchange rates with level 3 processing. It's available with interchange plus or pass-through pricing. Level 3 is not available for flat rate or tiered rate pricing structures. Here's a kind of a graph, a diagram that kind of shows you or a list of what is necessary in level 3 data. If you look, transaction amount, date are only needed for level 1. Level 2 has additional required fields, tax amount, customer codes, merchant, and so on and so forth. And then if you look at level 3, all of these items are necessary in order to qualify for level 3. Tip number 4, simplify and optimize the other side of B2B payments equation, AP vendor payments, bill payments. So we're going to get on this with Spencer. Spencer's going to be taking care of this next part.
Sounds good. So for the best way to optimize and utilize your AP vendor bill payments, you're going to want to look for the ability to automate all of your supplier payments. So to handle all types of payments. So whether it's a virtual card, an ACH, or a check. So the big benefits that an integrated and AP solution will provide will be, one, they'll be able to generate rebates as you pay your vendors on a virtual credit card, but also reduce the cost internally in a lot of processes. So that could be from your check printing and the mailing, the data entry that's processing as you execute those vendor payments, or storing your supplier's bank information if you're doing ACH, or sending files, or the time spent doing all of the ancillary processes around vendor payments. An integrated process will allow you to pay multiple methods or all of your supplier payments in one go. So the best suggested state of a B2B payment on the AP side is that all of the payments would be submitted at one time from you and then go to the Repay site or the Repay portal at this point on the slide, but that this company would be able to do all of the vendor enrollment, the data storage, and the decisioning for your vendors, being able to enroll your vendors in the preferred payment method. So very much just like Ben was mentioning on the consumer side, like a bill pay that you have utilizing at your home, you just subscribe to it, the bills go out, and then how they're actually paid and digested by your vendor can be in multiple different ways. And that's what this system and the solution will provide. It'll also utilize real-time data from your ERP to help decision and execute those payments to your vendors. So tip 5, work with a payments vendor that can help you maximize monthly rebates from a virtual credit card spend. So what this means is helping to identify which vendors are going to take that virtual credit card and which vendors will take it without a fee. So because there's a lot of options out there and a lot of ability to pay with a virtual credit card, you want to work with a vendor that can help you maximize the cost effectiveness on every one of those payments. So the key differentiator is that the industry average is about 17% of all payments are captured on a virtual credit card, whereas what you can see is highs of 44% penetration. So what that means in terms of numbers is for every $1 million spent in AP at 1% rebate, there's $2,300 being left out there if you're not truly maximizing that penetration. So the real-time enrollment and that payment decisioning are key. So being able to talk to that vendor at that time that that payment is due and being able to execute, say, I've got this invoice ready to make this payment, that's what makes the real difference. Doing that also allows for full reconciliation for all of the payments with your bank and then utilizing it as a service. So that means leveraging a large vendor database and being able to know which vendors are accepting credit cards at certain percentages, and also being able to utilize ACH payments across the board with a large vendor database. So the bonus tip, choose the best technology to get the job done right. So the solution, there's a lot of options out there, but why engage Repay for the AP vendor bill pay is because we're able to reduce costs, streamline those payments, automatically capture discounts, and then the big thing as well is mitigating risk and preventing fraud. So a lot of those key benefits are also incorporated within an integration. So just right here, that key feature is be able to pay your vendors without the need for the burdensome processes outside the system. So you can, with that native integration, pay your vendors without leaving your system, which then allows you to do batch reconciliation. So you're simplifying the way you can reconcile to your bank statements, simplifying the time that it takes to do that as well. And then we've got robust data capabilities that allow you to find and get high visibility into that payment data. So when it was executed, when it was delivered, just like Ben had mentioned at the beginning of this webinar, the check in the mail just doesn't cut it these days. The last year was a terrible year for lost checks in the mail. So the ability to look into and see where your payments are is a very important feature for your vendor payments. And then finally is that full service vendor enablement. So we have a dedicated call center that's going to reach out, have contact with your vendors. It's not a campaign of just a simple email. There's actual contact with your vendors to enroll them in that capability of which payment method is the best for them.
So automated AR and AP payments are better together. Money in, money out. To accelerate that AP and AR payment flow with integrated B2B payments from us, Repay. Why engage Repay to accept payments? You can save time by offering companies multiple payment methods, integrated digital options, and B2B level 3 transactions. We get to mitigate risk by tokenizing credit card data and storing sensitive transaction data in an encrypted format. We support efficiency by reducing AR staff time spent handling manual and double entry data. And then a seamless integration allows users to work within applications they already know, dedicated training and support 24/7. Repay's key features for AR payments. 1, the Repay Vault, where PCI DSS compliant gateways provide tokenization data encrypted. Level 3 rates, Visa and MasterCard B2B level 3 rates with interchange plus pricing. 24/7 live support. US-based customer service is available 24/7, 365 days a year. And then finally, card, ACH, and click to pay. We allow customers to pay invoices and sales orders online via credit card or ACH. It's simple, convenient, and secure. This is a click to pay option that our customers have. You get to email the invoice. 2, customers click on the button to pay via ACH or credit card. And then 3, you get paid. It's that simple. Best of all, Click to Pay is available free of charge. We're G2 Crowd high performer and Acumatica customer recommended. Here's a little review of ours on G2. Michelle F stated, I love that I don't have to double entry into my ERP system. The process of taking cards is so easy, and there are so many ways to do it. The cost savings are amazing too. So you've got free payments reviews and lunch on us. When was the last time you reviewed your payment methods? Schedule a 30-minute discovery call with our team to discuss the benefits of integrated omni-channel payments, and we'll send you a $25 Grubhub gift card for lunch on us. Again, thank you so much for attending today. If anybody has any additional questions, feel free to contact the payment expert today, either myself, Benjamin Weiss, or Spencer Horrocks on the AP side. Either of us will be able to assist you. Thanks so much for attending today.